If you're looking to start a website for your business, you have about 5 seconds to connect with your audience. If your messaging isn't clear, you're losing people, you're losing sales. Now, we look at a website for 5 seconds and ask these 3 things. Number 1, what do you offer? Number 2, how does it benefit me? Number 3, how do I contact or buy from you? Now, whether your goal is to make a bunch of money or make a meaningful impact, your message matters most. So stop worrying about how nice your website looks and start paying attention to the words you use instead. To change your life and the lives of your audience, you need to create a website that matters. My name is James Stafford, and I've been teaching people how to start a website and clarify their message since 2012. And in fact, just over the last 5 years, I made over 7 figures with my website in vlogging. And if you were to ask me what's the difference that makes the difference, I would tell you this: start a website that matters.
Now, starting a website is actually the easy part, and thousands of new sites are started every day. You can literally create one in 5 minutes, but very few people will create a website that matters. Now, here's the deal. While I know starting a website is an incredible opportunity for some, the fact is it isn't for everybody. If it's not a good fit for you, you'd probably be better off spending your time pursuing something else. So before you decide to start a website, here's the top 5 reasons it might not be for you. Number 1, don't start a website or business or blog if you're not willing to do the work. A business won't run itself for you, nor will a blog write itself for you. You need to be willing to put in the work to make it happen. Number 2, don't start a website or blog if you don't know who you're talking to. Having an audience in mind is key. It may be the people you sell to, or your best friends, or a group you're professionally connected with, but knowing who you're talking to will shape what you talk about. Number 3, don't start a website or blog if you don't have the time. If you're feeling pressure from others or from yourself to do it, but you really don't have the time, don't do it. You'd only get frustrated with it eating away that last bit of free time you have. Number 4, don't start a website if you just want to get famous. Find a better reason, find a purpose, help people, share your stories, but don't do it for fame. And number 5, to be successful online, you have to like helping or entertaining other people, not just talking about yourself. You should genuinely want to help people. And always remember, those who serve well sell more. So if you're not cool with any of these, starting a website might not be for you. However, that being said, if none of these worry you, then a website can change your life for the better. For people with a desire and ability, I strongly recommend starting a website for all kinds of reasons. I started my website in 2012 at websitesmadeeasy.tv to show people how to get started online step by step with their first website or blog. And ever since I started Websites Made Easy, amazing things have happened. I've made new friends, I've built a business, discovered creativity I didn't even know I had, and I've supported myself in ways that lets me travel the world. I've even received business offers and partnerships and countless emails from readers that lift me up and make me thankful every day for being able to share my voice and help people through my content. Now, when I think back over the amazing changes I've gone through over the past 8 years, having a website that has allowed for me to connect with my audience so I can share my content and make money is at the center of what has enabled those changes. I've been fortunate, and many of my friends have as well. I've watched friends and peers do amazing things with their website, and I've helped millions of other people start their websites through my videos. When I started my website and blogging, I knew no popular bloggers, and I didn't know anyone who supported themselves through their website. I now know dozens of people who earn a living with their website, selling their products and services, and dozens more whose lives have changed because of it. The benefits of having a website are easy to recognize and praise, but not every site will reap those rewards. There are hundreds of millions of websites in existence, and only a small percentage achieve the goals of becoming profitable and creating impact by connecting with their audience. The journey will be hard at times, but it's the journey where the fun and transformation happens. Reaching the destination isn't the point, not when you realize that all the value and wealth is derived from the journey itself. So my goal for you is not only teaching you how to start a website that matters, also show you the main ingredients that you have to have on your site to set it up properly to ensure its success. So if you're ready to start a website that matters, then get dialed in. Now, there's only one caveat though, and this isn't for everyone. Too many people want to start a website and not have to work for it. And after a decade of being online, I can tell you that is not how it works. You have to really want this and take action on it. This is about showing up daily and doing the work and coming at your prospects from a place of genuine service and adding value. And I promise if you're willing to take care of the relationship, then the money will follow. And the first place we need to start is with your website, because without this key foundational piece, you'll struggle to execute this process. This means having your website properly set up in a way that's going to authentically connect with your audience immediately. We want to magnetize your website so you're attracting a quality audience that is hungry for more and is actually signing up for your free stuff so you can start building out a highly engaged email list. Now, as a bonus in this video, I'm going to teach you how to create my signature hybrid homepage, which is going to help you immediately connect with your audience so you can sell your stuff and make money. Prepare to be wowed, because my hybrid homepage is designed to deeply engage your audience and will practically compel visitors to sign up, converting traffic into subscribers and then ultimately buyers. Now, this video is based on my signature 3-step WTC system, which is a proven blueprint to success with your website or even your blog. So here's the thing. For years, I struggled to make money online. I jumped around from buying course to course and getting more and more broke and more frustrated because I'd make a tiny bit of money and then get nothing. Long story short, I got so tired of being broke that I swore I would stop buying the latest course with money I didn't even have and just focused on what I found worked. So when I stripped everything back, I discovered you really only need 3 things to make a successful website. You need to properly build a website to connect with your audience, get targeted high-quality traffic to your website, and turn those leads into paying and repeat customers. 3 things: website, traffic, and customers, which is exactly what my WTC system stands for. That's it. So here's how this tutorial is going to work. I'm going to walk you through how to properly set up your website with a hybrid homepage, which is the foundation of the WTC system, so you can get started making money with your website. Now, let's get started with step 1, which is all about creating a website that matters. And don't worry if you've never built a website before. And I promise it's not daunting, scary, or overwhelming. Just follow along with me, because the process is simple, easy, and doesn't require any technical skills whatsoever. You can get started for next to nothing, and I think it's safe to say I've got this process pretty dialed in. Now, what you're going to be creating with your website is your very own profit roadmap, which is going to connect with your audience so you can make money with it. Believe it or not, getting your website up and running from scratch is actually the really easy part. And once that's done, we can start adding in all the juicy bits, which is essentially all the key ingredients of a website that is properly set up to connect with your audience by adding amazing value. And these include your hybrid homepage, educational content, and irresistible offers. Now, our goal for your website is very simple. We want to attract the right people to your website and give them a super valuable piece of content for which they can sign up for to get on your email list to get in. Once you have someone on your email list, you can then start to build out and nurture a relationship with them so you can start offering products to them and therefore start making money. Now, this is why in order to reach that goal of having a successful website, your homepage must connect deeply with your audience. Encourage them to take the next steps with you, which is signing up for your free stuff. And your hybrid homepage will allow you to do that very nicely, because the way it's set up, that will allow you to both engage your audience and prompt them to take action, sharing things like your pilot story, which is one key ingredient of the hybrid homepage. It will help you massively because you want to be relatable to your audience and share your experiences in order to create a connection with them. And stories are the best way to do that. It's a win-win scenario because your website will give you the freedom and flexibility of earning while doing something you love. However, I want you to focus on laying a solid foundation for the success of your website, and that means consistently publishing regular content and different offers on your site. Now, with that being said, let's take a peek at the website that we're going to be creating now. Now, this is it. It's awesome. And we'll be creating this using 2 totally free tools called Elementor and Envato Elements. It's fresh, clean, and beautiful. and it's ideal for anyone serious about creating a business website that matters. Plus, it's got a ton of options to enhance its functionality. And one of the key benefits of this theme is that it's totally mobile responsive, which means it's going to look just as great on a tablet or phone as it does on your desktop. And it will allow for your audience to connect with you wherever they are. Now, aside from building your website, you'll also learn the secret sauce and the exact steps we use at Websites Made Easy to turn visitors into raving fans and paying customers too. And content marketing is huge right now, and the hybrid homepage will ensure your content stands out by placing your content front and center to really capture the attention of your audience. So, how exactly do you start a website? Creating your site just takes 3 easy steps using my proven system, which is as follows. Now, step 1 is website, which is where you create your website. Step 2 is traffic, which I show you how to properly set up your site to get tons of quality traffic. And step 3 is customers, where you will turn your traffic into subscribers and paying customers. And as mentioned, we're going to be using WordPress, which is a simple web building tool which allows you to have your own website up and running in less time than it takes to make and drink a cup of coffee. It's ridiculous how fast you can get a website up these days. And it's the preferred platform for many big name brands who use it to propel their business forward because it's super easy and intuitive to use. So to get your website live online, we need to get set up with website hosting. To do this, we need to complete 3 simple stages. And stage 1 is picking out and registering your website address, which is also known as your domain name. Stage 2 is using WordPress to publish your first ever website. And stage 3 is getting your website online so it can immediately be viewed by visitors on the internet. So let's start with your domain name, which is the name of your website address. For example, mine is websitesmadeeasy.tv. Now, once you have your domain name, you're going to need something called a hosting service so your website basically has somewhere to live on the internet. Now, hosting is crucial to getting started online and is no different to you moving into a new home and letting people know where your home is so when they search for you, they know exactly where to find you. It's super easy to set up, and to do that, we're going to head over to HostGator.com. Now, I use HostGator not only for myself, but also for all my Websites Made Easy members because they're super reliable and they have awesome customer service. They know WordPress and are available 24/7 phone and chat support to deal with any issues or to answer any questions. Plus, I've been using these guys going on 10 years now without any real problems. Also, to help you get started with HostGator, I've got a special coupon code that will knock off 60% off your hosting to get you up and going, saving some. So just be sure to enter the coupon code WordPressHero at the checkout to get half off your hosting. Okay, so what you want to do now is click on Get Started in the middle of the page. Then select the Hatchling plan if you only want one website. But if you're planning on having multiple websites, then I would recommend going with the Baby plan, as this will give you unlimited domains. It's the only difference between the two. Now, this is really the only money you'll spend in this tutorial, and it comes under just $10 a month. It really is a small investment to get started with your website and have your business live online. Now, you want to register a new domain name. Now, hopefully you've really thought about this and picked a good domain name. If the name you want is not available, keep drilling down and use different URL extensions such as .com, .net, .org, etc., or even playing around with the actual name. Then go ahead and enter a username and security pin and choose the billing cycle you'd like. Now, I'm going to go with the whole year as it's slightly cheaper this way. Next, enter in billing information here and make sure you use an email address you can access, as HostGator will email you with your login details afterward. Next, you'll see it's added on extras here. You want to uncheck these as you don't need them. And now you want to enter the coupon code here. So enter WordPress Hero to be sure to validate your savings, and you'll see the cost will go right down, saving you up to 60% off your entire hosting, depending on the hosting package you choose. Also, if you decide to go with the year, that will unlock a free domain for you as well. Now, when you're happy with everything, click on Checkout Now, and you'll be the proud owner of your very own new website address. Okay, awesome. Now, you'll receive a couple of emails from HostGator with your login details and some links to different things. This is very important, so you want to find the Cpanel link here and click on that. The Cpanel is where you can install WordPress to your domain name and also do lots more stuff with your website. So log in using the username and password which you chose, and in case you can't remember, they're both in the email you just received. At first, this might look a bit overwhelming. It did for me when I first saw it. There's lots of different things you can do here, but all you need to do right now is find the software and services area. So scroll down and you'll see it here. Now you need to find the PHP selector, and we want to click that and then change the PHP software to the latest one. Currently, the latest one is 7.0 as I'm creating this video. By default, it comes set at 5.4, so we want to be sure to update this. Now, this will ensure your WordPress website is using the latest software, so make sure you update this. Now, click back, and in the same section, Software, find Quick Install, and click on that, and click on WordPress here. Okay, all you need to do now is fill in a few things such as the email address, the person who will be looking after your website. So if this is you, you can put in your email address, then your name or the name of the person as well. Now give your website a title, then your name and last name, and click on Install WordPress. Once you've installed WordPress, you'll get a success message that it's complete. Your username and password are here. You're going to use these to log into your website. You'll also get an email with all of this in it as well. When you're ready, click on this link here, which will take you to the login or back end of your website, so you can edit and start creating it. And you might get an error message saying that the page isn't available yet, and you might have to wait until everything with your new website is set up. Then click the link again. Now, this is completely normal. It just takes a little bit for your website to become live online. And also, you might have to set up the name servers for your new website. So don't worry about this. It's super easy. All you need to do is head over to HostGator again. And once you're there, click on the customer portal. Now log in using the username and password, which you'll find in the email HostGator sent you. Now you want to click on domains and click on your domain and find name servers. And then click on change. Then click on automatically point to my domain to my hosting account. Then save, and you are all done. Okay, awesome. You should now be in your WordPress dashboard, and you are now the proud owner of an online website. So congratulations. Well done for sticking with it. It's a huge achievement, and this is where the real fun is about to begin. And this is the WordPress dashboard, and think of it like the heart of your website where you can edit and change different things. Now, there's lots of different things going on in here, and we're going to talk about these very soon, so don't let it scare you or make you feel overwhelmed. It's not daunting at all. It's actually super easy to work with WordPress, and I'm going to show you how in this video. So the first thing I want you to do is just go ahead and X out any of these notifications. And if yours does look a little bit different than mine, you have some more notifications, that's okay, just X them all out for now. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and take a peek and see what your website looks like right now. So head up here to the left and see the little home, right click on that and open it up in a new tab. Now, as you can see, it's really plain. There's not a lot going on, but that's going to change real soon. We're going to get this bad boy dialed in and properly set up in a way to connect with your audience. Okay, so let's go ahead and head back to the WordPress dashboard area and go ahead and leave both these tabs open. This way we can see live edits. Now right here where it says your site is currently displaying a coming soon page, once you're ready to launch your site, click here. Go ahead and click this now. This way we'll have a live page that we can take a peek at when we want. And it's not showing a coming soon page. Okay, so now what we're going to do is really lay the foundation for your WordPress website. Think of it like building the foundation of a home. So we're going to go over here to Pages and start creating the pages, the main pages for your WordPress website. So head over here to Pages and then click on Add New. Okay, and you can go ahead and X out this little notification right here. Now this is a WordPress page, and just real quickly, this is the WordPress Toolbar, and we're going to go through these settings. Not through all of them because you don't need to. We'll just go through the necessary ones just to let you know what this is. So real easy stuff. Don't let it overwhelm you. Okay, we're going to go through it all. And right here, just go ahead and title this page Home, and then go ahead and then Publish, and then Publish again.
Then we'll head back over here to add a new page. Title this one About. Publish and publish again. Now all we're doing right now is just creating the infrastructure of your WordPress website. So once that's published, head back to add new. And this will all make sense and come together as we're going through the build out. Title this one Contact. Publish and then publish again. Add new. We're going to title this one Blog in case you want to blog. I'm going to show you it's real easy to set up. Publish and publish again. Okay, perfect. Now you have all your foundational pages created. We're going to customize these very soon. Now, before we do that, let's very quickly go over here to Settings and then click on General. Again, we just want to ensure we're setting up our website with the proper foundations in place. So we are just going to tighten everything up to optimize it for this specific build out. So right here is the site title, and you can just add in your website title or your business name. I'm just going to use Websites Made Easy as an example. So I'll just type in WME. And then for the tagline, you can choose to use a tagline or not. So you just want to make sure it reflects the main benefit of your website. So I could say something like create a profitable website. And then right here, you don't want to change any of this. Make sure you have a good email address here. In case you need to update your password or anything like that, this is where they will email you. So make sure that's a good email address and save changes. Perfect. Then head to Reading. And then right here where it says your homepage displays, click for static page. You want to click on homepage and select home. And then for post page, we want to select blog. And let me explain real quick the difference between a page and a post. It's very simple. Pages are static. Think of them like your contact us page or your about us page, everything we just created. And your blog is used for posts. So those would be dynamic. So you would be able to comment on them or add additional content to them. And that's really the difference. So everything is good to go here. And for each post in the feed, we can click on Summary and then Save Changes. Now go ahead and head down to Permalinks. Click on that. Now this is extremely important. So basically you want to select post name here. So go ahead and select this. So people searching for your business will be able to find your website. So now what this does is it makes it so much easier for the search engines like Google to find your website and content. So people actively looking for your specific pages or posts, whatever the name of those pages or posts might be, they'll show up in the search results. So think of it like this, yourwebsite.com/contact us or /about us. Now, whatever you're specifically trying to rank a page for, it will show up in the Google search results. So if people are looking for specific solutions, boom, your page will show up and they'll click on it and land on your various products or services. So it's very important to have this set up to post name. And we're going to talk more about this here in a bit. So go ahead and click Save Changes. Okay, awesome. So now we have a solid foundation for your website up, and now we're going to start customizing it and making it unique. So what we want to do now is head over to Appearance and then click on Themes. So real quickly, a theme is the look and feel of your website. Now there are thousands of different themes that you can use with WordPress, and some are great and some are not so great. And that's why I've gone through and found the best one to use for this build out, which is called Oceanwp. And it's going to work perfectly with Elementor and Envato elements. So all you need to do is click on Add New right here, and then you're going to want to search for Oceanwp. And here it is right here. And go ahead and click on Install and then Activate. Okay, so let's take a peek and see what it looks like. And if we refresh, we've just effectively changed the entire look and really the functionality of your website. And that's why WordPress is so powerful. So we can head back, and now what we're going to do is customize Oceanwp for the hybrid homepage so you can connect with your audience. Okay, so what we're going to start adding now are
plugins. Now, plugins really expand and enhance the functionality of your WordPress website. Now, as you can see right here, it says this theme recommends the following plugins: Elementor and Oceanwp. Let's go ahead and begin installing these plugins as we're going to use these. So go ahead and select all right here just by clicking next to plugin, and then click install and then apply. So you should end up on a page like this. Now, if you don't, you get an error. Just refresh the page, and then you can head down to Elementor in your toolbar and then click on Get Started. Okay, and we want to just skip the setup wizard. And then let's go ahead and close out these notifications. Just clean up this dashboard area a little bit. Then we'll head back to plugins and then add new. We're going to install a couple more plugins now. Now head up here to search plugins and then type in Yoast, Y-O-A-S-T, SEO. And then go ahead and click on install now and then activate. Then head over to your toolbar and then click on SEO and then click on general. And then right here it says first time SEO configuration. Click on the configuration wizard. So what this plugin does is it's going to ultimately improve your WordPress website's search engine optimization. So ultimately, you can be found online for your specific pages and posts or products or services. Remember, we talked about this with the permalinks. So it's really kind of like putting your search engine optimization on steroids. It's an amazing plugin, and I've been using it pretty much the entire time I've been online. It's super easy to set up, and once it's done, it pretty much optimizes your pages and posts specific to what you want them to rank for or show up in the search results for. And when we start adding pages, I'll show you how it functions. So let's go ahead and set this up right now. It's real easy. So the first thing we want to do is just click on option A. My site is live and ready to be indexed. I guess whatever you're comfortable with there. And pick whatever's appropriate here. I'm going to pick a blog. And a person or organization, I'm just going to type in WME. You can also upload a logo if you'd like. And then you can put in your profiles for your social channels if you'd like. So we're good here. And then click next. And leave all of these yes. Click next. So if you have a blog and there's going to be multiple people contributing to your blog, you would select yes for this. I'm going to select no. And that's it. Next. And you don't need it. This is just more tutorials. You can skip this or just close. We'll just click next. And that's it. So you are done. Close this out. And that's it. Now you're set up with Yoast SEO and search engine optimization, so you can ultimately be found online. And now we're going to move into the next plugin. So head over here to plugins and then add new. And this plugin is awesome. It's called Sumo. So go ahead and search for it over here. SUMO. And it's right here. And go ahead and click on install now. And then activate. Now what Sumo does is it offers an entire suite of website traffic tools which are incredibly powerful. So now head over to your toolbar and then click on Sumo. So we got to register with Sumo to access these tools, and these tools are going to help grow your website traffic so you can convert more of your subscribers into ultimately customers. So we want to go ahead and click on connect, and then you're just going to want to sign up here. So put in a good email address and then sign up. And then over here, right here, you'll see this little Sumo toolbar. And then click on My Tools right here. And then we can go ahead and just say no thanks to this. Now, before we get started with Sumo, there's something I want you to be aware of. I've been using this plugin for many years now, and each time I create one of these videos, it feels like they've updated the software. And that's really the nature of software, the nature of WordPress, really. Anything online is software typically is going to be updated. And it's something you're probably aware of, but just in case you're not, and you're watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, it looks so different, it's broken, this is outdated. They update this software all the time, really to improve the user experience and functionality. So if it looks a little bit different, don't be alarmed. Poke around a little bit, you'll find the tools. Okay? Now go ahead and head up here to Extras and click on Share. And then click on Activate Now. That's it. Now you have the share feature on your website. And let's take a look at that now. So we'll head back here and then refresh. Here it is. Pretty awesome, right? Now the benefit of this tool is you can get up to 20% more website traffic using this little tool. So basically what Share does is it makes it super easy for your visitors to share your content with their friends and family and others. The more people share your website content, the more viral traffic goes back to your website ultimately. So people can like, share, tweet, or even pin your content through the use of social sharing buttons. Now put it this way, if you don't have a tool like this, you might as well be invisible when you're first starting out. You'll find it so much harder to get any traction without a social media presence. So this little tool will help address that issue. Okay, so let's head back over to Sumo and we're going to install another one of these tools. So go ahead and click on Dashboard. And then go ahead and click on Forms. And then go ahead and click Create Form. Now this little tool is awesome. It will help you capture visitors on your website through the use of a pop-up, which makes sure people subscribe to your email list and come back for more. Now this has been responsible for doubling my website subscribers. It's amazing. Basically, the plugin detects the exact moment when a visitor is about to leave and immediately displays a pop-up asking for the visitor's email address. Now, you've probably seen these before. Now, this will allow you to continue the conversation through email with your new subscribers and keep reaching out to them. And this is really what you want to do. Stay in front of your website visitors, your subscribers, and start that conversation to build a relationship and get new customers. So let's get this little guy set up right now, and it's real easy to do. So our goal for this little pop-up is to collect emails. So we're going to create a little lead magnet, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and start filling this in. So I've gone ahead and filled this in, and I'll walk you through this little lead magnet here in a minute, but I'm going to step you through exactly how I created this. So our goal is to collect emails, okay? Then we want to head down to Form Type. And this is a pop-up, and you have several different options here. I would just start with the pop-up. Design, this is how you edit the pop-up. So you click right in here, and then you can scroll down here and then edit the text. And this is the call to action. You can edit the text here. And visibility, we want to put that for smart mode. So that basically means that when someone tries to leave or X out of the browser, it will pop up. And that's what you want. And success, this is where you're going to deliver your lead magnets. So you can actually redirect them to another page on your website with a link to the download to get this little cheat sheet. Or you can do a redirect URL, sending them somewhere else. But we would basically set this up is how we would do it. And then connect to email service. This is a little bit more advanced. We'll talk about it in a minute, but you can ultimately connect to MailChimp, Aweber, basically an email marketing service. And we recommend MailChimp or ConvertKit. I'll talk to you more about this here in a minute as well. So that's our pop-up. Okay, so now let me walk you through this lead magnet. So we've added in a good headline, which is free money-making website cheat sheet, and a subheadline of discover our 5 best tips for creating a money-making website, and then a strong call to action, which is yes, show me how to make money online. And a call to action is literally what you're doing is you're asking someone to take an action. You want them to download an ebook, sign up for a webinar, get a coupon, attend an event, get a free consultation. You're quite literally asking for someone's email address in exchange for a piece of value. So this is very simple. What we've done here is basically created something very irresistible for our website viewers. So people come to us wanting to learn how to start a website and potentially make money with it. So we're giving something away that speaks to that solution. Like, God, I would love to learn how to make money with my website. What are those 5 tips? I gotta know what those 5 tips are. That's what it is. So you want to create something really tight and specific, and specificity really makes people curious. Like, what are those 5 things? And it's benefit driven. We're teaching people how to make money with their website. This is a great lead magnet. Okay, awesome. So that is our pop-up. And now we want to make sure to publish this so it goes live. So when people start to opt in to receive your lead magnet, you will see the actual number of people right here under conversions. Now you can download them manually as well. So you would download CSV with all the new contacts, and then you would import them into a service like MailChimp or ConvertKit. And that's the manual way that I would recommend when you're just getting started. You don't need to pay for a service unless you're ready to do that, which you can. It just makes the process a little bit easier and more seamless. And I'm going to show you how that works right now. If you go back to Forms and we click on the form, and then you head down here to Connect to Email Service, you would basically go to, either sign up with MailChimp if you have a MailChimp account, or ConvertKit is the two I would recommend. They have a lot here, but these are the two I would recommend. And we actually have a whole tutorial on the YouTube channel with MailChimp. So you can check that out. How to deliver your lead magnet, how to get set up with the whole thing with MailChimp. So that should be helpful for you to get started with this. And this, basically the way this would work is that once someone opts in, if you connect it, once they opt in, their email is passed through straight into MailChimp, which is pretty awesome. So it just makes it just seamless, so you're not having to do anything manually. I hope all that makes sense. So anyway, that's that, and we can just head back to Dashboard. So either MailChimp or ConvertKit are great services for starting out, and your website is pretty much going to be a virtual paperweight unless you're collecting email subscribers. Because with email subscribers, you're able to send new updates, new blog updates, and then you're able to promote your products or services ultimately. So you've got to start immediately. I cannot stress that enough. Building your email list. This is how you're going to build the know, like, and trust factor and grow your website. Then you'll know what kind of content people like, and you're creating relationships, and this creates trust. And then you're able to, if you want to, sell your products and services. And that's the way it's done. And that's why you need to use a service like MailChimp or ConvertKit to send and be able to receive emails. Now, obviously, the most important thing is getting your website live online and properly set up. I would recommend getting these plugins and everything dialed in as well. And then you can add these services as need be and as fit for your business. So it's just important to get the foundation set up properly and make you aware of how this is done properly. Okay, so now we're going to create one more form, just a very basic form that we're going to use on our contact page as well as some of our other content. And this will just be a simple email opt-in form. So go ahead and head back to Forms and then click on Forms and then create new form. Okay, so the goal of this form is to collect email addresses, and then we want to head down to Form Type, and then we want to select Inline Form. So this will show a form we can put anywhere we want, on like a blog post or a piece of content or on our Contact Us page. So we're going to go ahead and select this, then head over here and just click into the form, and then head up here and then delete. Click into this box, delete, click into this next box, delete, and now we just have a simple opt-in form. Then right here, click into this box, and then just type in Get Started Now. That's it. Then for visibility, I want to manually install this. Okay, so make sure this is selected, because we're going to copy this code and place this exactly where we want the form to be. And then for success, you have two options here, and I missed this earlier. You can upload your lead magnet right here. So you can upload your lead magnet doing that, or you can redirect them to a specific page. So basically you would create a page on your website and they could download the lead magnet there. Pretty straightforward. And then that is it. So what we can do is publish. And now we have our form and our pop-up. And the same thing applies to this form as it does this pop-up. Everything I talked about earlier. Okay? So that is it for Sumo. And I'm going to show you how we're going to use this form here in a bit. Now, it's very important that you use these forms. I mean, you'll be able to collect email addresses, which is awesome, and continue the relationship with your new subscribers. And really the only way that you can start to build the know, like, and trust factor and continue to reach out to your new subscribers is through email. I mean, think about it. How many times have you gone to a blog or website and just never returned? It happens all the time. That will be the case for your website if you're not getting people on your email list and continuing to reach out to them through email. Now, the good news is you're collecting the email subscribers, and that's where the value is. You'll be able to continue that relationship through email using a service like MailChimp or ConvertKit, which you can sign up for free. So I hope you see how we're adding a ton of value by offering an irresistible offer or lead magnet so we can authentically connect with our audience's problems, ultimately building the know, like, and trust factor. So we want to magnetize your website, really offering solution-driven content to people's problems. And now we're going to continue that and start to build out the hybrid homepage, which I cannot wait to show you how to do. It's awesome. Basically, the way I've structured it is set up to really connect with your audience pain points by offering solution-driven content. Now we have the pilot story, our roadmap, our unique selling solution, tons of goodies here that we're going to build in to the hybrid homepage. And we're going to offer really good content speaking to specific pain points and addressing those pain points with amazing content. And I can't wait to show you how to do that. We're going to do that here just in a bit. Okay, so before we do that, let's head back to the dashboard and we're going to add in just a couple more plugins so we can start to build out the hybrid homepage. And let's head back to the dashboard now. So click on the dashboard. Okay, great. We're back at the dashboard. No notifications. Close that out. And then we can head to plugins. We're going to add a couple more plugins and then add new. And then right now, just search for Envato, E-N-V-A-T-O, and it should pop right up. And this is how we can add or start to create the hybrid homepage and the entire website. So go ahead and install, and I'll tell you all about this awesome plugin here in a bit. And then activate. Now, if you get a error message here saying that this plugin won't work, there's a PHP update, go back to the starting of this video and go through the hosting piece in the hosting section where I talk about the cPanel and I update the PHP there. Very simple. It takes 2 seconds. So if you do see an error there saying PHP update is required, you're going to have to go back and make that update real quick in the cPanel. Real easy to do. So that's installed, and then you want to install one more, so add new, and then search for Elementor Premium. Here it is right here. We can install and then activate it. Okay, awesome, and we are done with the plugins, and this is where the rubber meets the road, and I cannot wait to show you this. We're going to start setting up your website, creating the hybrid homepage, getting it dialed in, creating all the content that we're going to use for your website. So go ahead and head over to Pages and then click on All Pages. Okay, so now head down to your home page and then just click on Edit. Now, Elementor is the main tool which makes creating a website easier than it's ever been. Literally drag and drop, pop in your content, and you're set to jet. It's just click to edit anything on the page, and you'll soon see how great this is, especially with Envato Elements, which gives you ready-made websites to work with. It's awesome. So you're not starting from scratch. I mean, it's basically a shortcut to success. Plus, these little Envato elements are completely customizable, so you can make something truly unique to you. So we're going to get started now with the hybrid homepage and adding, the different elements and bringing your new website to life. And before we do that and get started, you can access all the resources that I've used to create this website, the images and the full transcript of this video over at websitesmadeeasy.tv/blog/business-website. Now, before we get started with Envato Elements and really Elementor, we need to optimize all of our pages so they function properly. So we're going to do a couple things to all of the pages that we've already created to ensure the functionality is dialed in and make sure it looks right as well. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is make sure that you're down in the Oceanwp settings. And we're going to do this for every one of our pages like I mentioned. Okay, so we want to click on Header and then Disable. Then head to Header Style, make this transparent. Then head to Title and then click Disable. Then head to Footer and then disable, and then disable. And then for page attributes over here, click this, and then you want to select Elementor full width. And this is what we're gonna do for every page. So let's go ahead and update this, and we're good to go. So I'm gonna head back to all pages, and I'm gonna do this real quickly for all the pages except the blog page. So you're gonna wanna do this. It's very, very important. If you miss one thing, it's gonna look weird, okay? And it's just not gonna function properly. So it's very important that you get this right. So I'm gonna go through the contact, edit, and do the same exact thing, and just get it all done now. So we're all dialed in. So for header, click on header, disable, come down to header style, transparent, then head to title, disable, then head to footer, disable, disable, and then head over here to page attributes, Elementor full width, and then update. Done with that, then we'll do the About Us page. And we're not going to be using an Elementor template for the blog, so we'll leave that be. So header, oops, here we go, header, disable, footer, disable, disable, template, Elementor full width. And we are good to go. Now let's head back to all pages and head back to the home page. Now go ahead and click on Edit with Elementor. Yours might be up here. Just click Edit with Elementor. Okay, awesome. Now this is the Elementor dashboard. This is where you select all the beautiful elements over here on the toolbar so you can create your pages. And as you can see, there's a lot of different things that you can add. You can add Google Maps. You can add, buttons, video, images. Just it's endless what you can do to create unbelievably gorgeous pages with Elementor. And we're going to be using this along with Envato elements to create the hybrid homepage along with your Contact Us page and About Us page. So to get started with Envato elements, we need to head back. So let's go ahead and head back here. And then head down here to where it says Elements and then click on that. Make sure you put in a good email address and agree to these terms. And then continue. Now check this out. These are basically pre-built full-on websites that you can import with one click straight into your website. And I've picked one I feel like is really going to create that deep engagement to get people to subscribe to your website so you can ultimately turn them into buyers. And you're going to see it here in a second. Now, what I love about Envato elements is you can add different pieces together and customize them to create an unbelievable experience for your website. Again, all these are customizable, so you can choose anything. It's not set in stone, and you've got the freedom to do with whatever you want. It just makes it super quick and easy and looks amazing. Now remember, I'm going to be stepping you through this every step of the way, so don't feel overwhelmed. It might look a bit overwhelming right now, but it's super easy. So for the home page, I'm going to select the video production template. I feel like this is a good fit for the hybrid home page. So all we need to do now is just go ahead and click Import Template. It's that easy. One click and you have a full home page. It's amazing. Okay, awesome. So now that's done. Now we need to head back and I'm going to show you how we can actually import this into our website. So we'll head back. We'll head back again. And then we're just going to go back to the main page here, which was our home page, and select all pages, and then go to home, and then edit. And then we want to go to the Elementor dashboard. So we want to select edit with Elementor. Awesome. And now you see we have a new icon right here. And this is actually the Envato Elements icon. We have as well as a template library for Elementor. So let me show you that real quick because that's where this is. Now this is just a shortcut to get back to where we just were. So if we click, I'll just show you this now. If we click on this, this takes us right back there. Okay? So the same process, just a quick shortcut. And this is where when you import from here, this is where it will go. It will import it right into my templates within Elementor. These are the templates that Elementor comes with. Some are free and some are a paid version. I like Envato's. They look more professional, as you can probably tell. So you can, mix and match and play with this stuff. But yeah, I really like the Envato elements. And then you have blocks too, which is kind of cool. So you can really get granular and just piece by piece, literally like Legos, building your website, which is really cool. So there's a lot to do here. But the whole goal of this is not to get you caught up with a bunch of just back and forth. And, we just want to get your website up and not deal with a lot of finicky stuff. And you'll see too that when these templates are already really polished and have a lot of cool animations and effects added to them, which is really cool. And that would take a lot of time if you just kind of built it yourself. So something to be aware of. So what we want to do now is this is your template library. So all you'll do is go ahead and click Insert. And then this is going to drop it right into our home page. And right here it says, do you want to import the document settings? You always want to do this. This is going to import all the customizations it's done, all the animations and effects. So you want to say yes. Now check this out. A full home page. So cool. Now we're going to edit this bad boy to really get it dialed in for the hybrid homepage, which is going to be real easy to do. But I mean, look at these. So cool. You've got this gradient here over this video, gradient here over this image. So really, really cool stuff. So what we want to do now is just go ahead and update this to save the page. And if you want to ever take a peek and see what it looks like, the live version, it says preview changes. You can just hit this and check this out. You can preview the website live. And it's looking pretty awesome. And now we're going to customize this for the hybrid homepage. So we're going to go ahead and head back. And each one of these areas right here, if you click on these 6 dots, represents a section. And what's cool is you can move these sections around. Just really think of this experience like Legos. You're just stacking things, moving things around exactly how you want it. That's pretty much it. It's pretty much plug and play, and you're set to jet. It's pretty easy. And I know it looks like a lot going on, but we're going to make this super easy. And like I said, I'm not going to go super deep into all the nuances of Elementor. That's for another time, another video. I mean, the focus of this right now is getting your website up, having something that you can use to get started online, and you can always build upon it. That's the cool thing. You can always add bells and whistles. That's what's so cool about Elementor. Right now, we just want to lay a solid foundation, get your website live online, and that's my goal for you. But it's going to look awesome because these Envato elements really have done the heavy lifting. So, I mean, you can see there's these cool animations. It's pretty slick. So I'm going to show you some stuff you can do to customize it as well, so you have an understanding of how Elementor works. So let's get into it. Okay, awesome. So now we have all the elements in place in order to create the hybrid homepage, and now we're going to build out each section of the hybrid homepage so you can fully understand how it works and how it's all going to come together. And before we get started, there's a couple of customizations that we need to address real quick, really specific to search engine optimization. So these pages actually show up in the search results for people actively looking for your specific problems that you're going to solve for people, the solutions that you're going to give them with your website. So we're going to do that now. So I want you to head over here to the Elementor toolbar, click on these 3 lines, and then click on View Page. And then right here, we just want to go ahead and edit the page. So you can edit just the WordPress settings with this, or you just go back to the Elementor dashboard right here. So we want to actually edit the page, and this will take us to where we can edit the settings of Yoast, which is the SEO plugin that we installed earlier. Okay, great. So now what I want you to do, let's just go ahead and close out this Sumo toolbar. And then right up here, you'll see the little Y. Go ahead and click on this. And then for the focus key phrase, and this is where we're going to optimize this page for search engine optimization. So we're basically telling the search engines what this page is specifically about. Letting the audience, people know, okay, this is exactly what I want. This is the solution this page is giving me. So I'm going to go ahead and click through. And of course, your content is going to reflect the answer to those search queries. So we'll make this very specific. So we'll type in how to make. So really it should be make a profitable website, but I'll just leave that in there for now. And we want to go ahead and click on Google Preview. And this is what will show up. This is what it will look like in the search results. Okay, which is kind of cool. And let me just go ahead and X these out. I'm just going to type in the title, what we want this page to show up for. So the same thing. Okay, so I've gone ahead and filled it in. So here's our SEO title, and here's what it's going to look like in the search results. Pretty cool, right? So of course we'll update this image. That image won't be there. So how to create a profitable website in 3 steps. Learn how to create a profitable website in 3 steps that drives free quality traffic and customers. There's some curiosity in there and there's some specificity, so that's going to draw people in because they're naturally going to be curious to what that is. And it's benefit driven. It's, create a beautiful, profitable website that's going to drive quality traffic and free customers. So what's in it for the user? Like, what's the transformation? What are they looking to accomplish? Right? So there's a lot of good stuff there. And this is what's going to show up in the search results, specifically Google in this case. So people will see this and they'll be really compelled to click through. They should be excited. They should genuinely be excited by like, wow, that sounds exactly what I want. And I'm going to go ahead and check out this website. So let's go ahead and close this out. And then we'll go ahead and update and then head back here to edit with Elementor. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to go over the 4 main sections of the hybrid homepage. And part 1 is real simple. It's just your general navigation, which is where all your pages will live. And we'll be adding that later, and it'll be right up here. Now, part 2 is right here. And this is your USP, or unique selling point. I like to call it your unique selling solution. Now, what's unique about you and your products or service? And a call to take an action, which is right here. And this top area of your website should be dedicated to one thing. Give your website visitors exactly what they want. So when someone lands on your website, they should know immediately, within 5 seconds, what's your website about? What's unique about your website? Why should people want to actually scroll down and read your website? Or what is the specific problem you're helping folks with that's unique to you? This needs to be crystal clear. No confusing words or headlines. The big benefit, the transformation, remember? So, for example, how to make a profitable website. That is very clear. So that's what we're helping people with. So if someone landed on our website and they read that, they would know exactly within seconds what we teach and how we can help them. Now, something to be aware of, people quickly scan websites, and if it's confusing and not clear what you're helping people with, they're just going to click away and go somewhere else. And then you need to add a strong call to action, kind of like we did on the pop-up where I said, yes, show me how to make money online. That's a good call to action. And remember, a call to action is quite literally a call to take an action. The action you want people to take can be anything from downloading an ebook, signing up for a free webinar, get a coupon, attend an event, a free email course maybe. In this case, you're quite literally asking for someone's email address in exchange for a piece of value. And this is also known as a lead magnet. You're giving something away for free and a call to take an action in exchange for an email address. Now, making the call to action the first thing that people see when they come to your website, it drastically increases the chance of them seeing it and acting on it. Now, we'll scroll down a little bit. In part 3 is your pilot story. And this briefly explains the journey of how you came about your product or service, or why you started your website in the first place, and the value that you're giving. Also, the pilot story can highlight your best content. You could use a blog post to introduce a new reader to your website and give them a call to take an action to learn more. Now, part 4 is your roadmap, or it gives your reader a quick glance at the path that you're going to take them down as they get to know you. Now, think of this area as the vision of transformation for your readers. What is your website, product, or service going to do for your readers? Remember, and I cannot stress this enough, it's so important to know that people do not buy products or services. They buy the transformation and what it will do to improve the quality of their life. So at Websites Made Easy, in this part of my homepage, I cover 3 main topics that are important to my website and business: creating a website and blog, getting traffic, and capturing new customers, ultimately showing people the basic steps of how to get started online with a profitable website to consistently make money, which is known as our WTC system: website, traffic, and customers. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to properly set this up and customize it. So let's get into that now. Okay, so now I want you to head back up here to the first section right here. And I want to make this as easy as possible for you to understand so you can use Elementor properly. Now, there are lots of features that you can use to customize these sections, but we don't need to dive into every single nuance of Elementor. That's why we're using these pre-made templates, because the animations and everything are really dialed in. So you can just plug and play and just pop in your content. It's that easy. So now we're going to get set up with part 2, which is our USP, or unique selling point, or unique selling solution, as I like to call it. And we're going to add in part 1 a little bit later, where we create the menu. So I'm going to go ahead and add in the content and show you how to do that, then go a little bit deeper and explain what you need to include for your USP. So now I'm going to explain to you how these sections work so you understand the concepts of how to really work with Elementor, okay? So right here, like I said before, we have sections, okay? And let me explain right here. Down here, you have the navigator. And if you open this up, these are all the sections. So if I click on it, it's going to take me to that section, which is pretty cool. And we're not going to use all these sections, and then you can move them around too, which is pretty cool too. You see, like Legos. Move that back, and I'm going to close out the navigator. But so our home page, or hybrid home page, is made up of all these sections, all right? And over here, you have history. So you can go back. If anything happened, you don't like the edit that you did, you can revise it by clicking back that, and it'll take it back to where it once was, okay? Pretty cool, right? Then you have your revisions. So if you want to go deeper to every little thing that you did, you can go back. All right, so that's pretty cool. Then you have what it's going to look like: desktop, tablet, mobile. So you can kind of change the way to see what it'll look like on each device. And then, of course, your preview, which you've seen as well already. So if we click that, it's just going to open it up in a new tab. So we'll head back. Then I'm going to click on desktop. Then I'm going to go click out of this, go back to actions, head back to settings. Now I'm going to head back up to the main section. And to edit the main section, or this entire area, you need to click on the 3 dots. Now when you do that, let's go ahead and got it. Now you can access all editing actions using the right click. Okay. So when you click on the 3 dots, this is going to edit this entire area, right? So then you head over here, you have 3 columns that you can make edits from. So within this toolbar, you have layout, style, and advanced. Okay, now layout, you don't really need to mess with any of this actually, but I'm going to just show you some general customizations. Now this was if you were kind of building it from scratch, you could really go in and just, I mean, you could do that anyway, but it's not necessary. So layout, we're pretty much just going to leave this as is. Style, now this is kind of cool. So what you can do right here is the background type. You can use just an image. Now something to be aware of too, if you're going to choose to use the video background, it will only show up on desktops. It will not show up on a tablet or mobile. So it's going to show this main image. So if you want to use the video background, make sure you put in a good image, and this image will show right there as opposed to the video. Okay? So the video will play. And now if you just don't want the video at all, you just remove that and it'll just show the image. Then you have the gradient, which is really cool. And if you scroll down and you go to background overlay, you can kind of mess with this gradient some. So we could do the angle. You can play with that. I'm going to go back to 160. And then the colors. You could change the color right here too. Just copy this and I'll show you real quick. Pretty slick, right? Paste this back in. and it didn't copy. So let me go back to color, go back to this, and let me go back to revisions because I don't know what that code was. So we can go back to revisions, history. Let's see, right here. There it is. Pretty awesome, right? So now we're right back to where we were. Now I'm just going to head back here and click back into this section so I can start editing this section again. That's how it works, okay? So then I'm going to actually change this image, this background image. So I want to go to back up to background right here. And then we're going to click on classic, which is just the image. I'm going to change image right here. So select files. Go to my desktop, and then biz website. And this is where all the goodies are. So you're going to get this folder as well. It was for websites made easy /blog/business website to get access to all this stuff. So I'm going to do this one right here. Actually, that's not the one that I want. But let's just see what it looks like. We'll insert media. Okay, that'll work for now. Looks pretty good. So then we have the video. I'm going to change this image as well to this one. And we are good there. And then you can create a slideshow if you want to. So I just stick with either the video or just the main image. I'm going to go with video. Makes it more dynamic. Okay, cool. Now that's really how you edit. And then advanced. Now let me show you this real quick so you understand. Now check this out. So if you go to advanced and you click on motion effects, and this is going to create an effect for this entire area. So if we do fade in, right when someone lands on your site, it's going to create that fade in effect. Or fade down. I don't really like that. Let's just leave it at fade in. And now how you see this all comes together. Say I want to click within an element within the section, it's going to do the same exact thing. So you're basically getting the same functionality where you can edit within these 3 columns for each one of these elements. Okay? So if I click into this element right here, I can still edit from these 3 different columns. So if I go to advanced, and then I click on motion effects, fade in, boom. And then you can even do time right there as well, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to turn this off for now to none. And then I'm going to click back out and go into this main section. So any element that you want to edit, you would just click within the element and do the same thing and edit from one of these 3 columns. Pretty straightforward. And we're not going to get really into it, but at least you have a working knowledge of how to apply edits to the page. Okay? So it's pretty easy once you start to play with it. As with anything, it's just kind of like learning how to ride a bike, right? Like it's a little bit uncomfortable at first, but you'll get there. So I'm going to go ahead now and complete part 2 of the hybrid homepage. So we want to click right in here. First of all, I'm going to get rid of this altogether. I'm just going to go ahead and click right in this element and then just delete this. And then right here, clicked right in here. This is our main headline. Okay. I'm just going to change it right over here. And then for our call to action, and we're going to link it later. I'm going to show you how to link it to an actual opt-in form on another page. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just right in here, change the text to just, let's do get started now. And that's it. So very clear, right? It's very, very clear. So if someone came to this website from the search results and they saw this headline, create a profitable website, get started now, and they were genuinely interested in learning how to make money with their website, They would click Get Started Now, and we'd go deeper with our USP, which you'll see on the next page that we create with the opt-in form. So we teach people how to build a profitable website with our 3-step WTC system, and that's what's unique about Websites Made Easy. We're teaching people our proprietary system to not only build a profitable website, but a business online. And the big benefit, of course, is being able to have a money-making website. Now think about it. No one really is buying the WTC system. They're buying the transformation. The WTC system, or just how to create a profitable website with the WTC system, is the vehicle to create that transformation, to make that happen. Now that transformation could be anything: autonomy, more time with their family, being able to make more money, become a thought leader in their space. That's freedom ultimately. Those are the deeper emotional benefits that people are after. Okay, so really no one, if you think about it, wants to build a website. They might think that they do, but they want the deeper emotional benefits of what the website's going to do for them. So if you can really tap into that for your product or service, what's really going on, the deeper emotional benefits of what you're providing, that's where it's at. And of course, I'm going to show you, once we get the rest of this hybrid homepage built out, how we're going to add this opt-in form once someone clicks on Get Started Now, and you'll see how this all comes together. Okay, so let's move on to part 3 of the hybrid homepage, which is the pilot story. So let's head down to this section right here. And I'm going to go ahead and just pop in the content, and I'll explain to you what you should include in the pilot story. So I'm going to go ahead and click right in here, and then I'm going to click within this element right here, and just go ahead, erase that. Then I'm going to head down here to this element, click right in there. Go ahead and erase all this. Then head over to this element and do the same. Looking good. And head down to this element. Change my name. So what I've included here is really my journey or my plight in terms of how I got started online and actually started making money. And I created my WTC system, which stands for Website Traffic and Customers, to help people get started online as well using their website. So basically, the pilot story is your journey of how you came about your product or service, or why you started your business or website in the first place. Now, if you don't have something like this, you could write a piece of educational content or use a case study. And for example, I could show steps of how to start a profitable website and blog, and then offer that in a PDF form, which would be a lead magnet. And then for them to get it, they would have to put in their email address and download that. And then you have their email address, and you're giving value by offering the PDF version of the content, which would go deeper, of course. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to add in the form so you can actually start collecting emails. Now that's why I set up the story this way, because it kind of teases people, about how I got started and leaves them with a cliffhanger, which is kind of cool. So if they're really interested, and that's the idea, you want to get people that are really interested. You don't want to market to everybody. People that are just genuinely interested in wanting to build a website or business online. And if they're interested enough, they'll put in their email address. You don't have to force people to do to get on your email list. You want it to be organic by adding value. So let's go ahead and add in the opt-in form that we created with Sumo. So to do that, let's head back over here, and let's head to the Elementor Toolbar and click on these 3 lines. And then we'll click back. And now we have all our elements here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and scroll down, and I'm looking for shortcode. And watch how easy this is. See, here it is right here. So click that and then just drag it over, and then we'll put it in right here. Now I'm going to head back to Sumo, and we're going to customize this a little bit. So I'm going to show you how quick and easy this is, and then we'll customize it. So click on your form, not the pop-up, and here it is right here. And actually it looks like, if you see this X right here, there's a transparent background. And I forgot to delete that earlier. So go ahead and just click on that X and then delete. Okay, good. Now it should just be this alone. And we're going to change this to red right here. So right now, just go ahead and then click on visibility and then copy to clipboard. Now this is the short code that we're going to paste in. So I'm going to head back, and then you want to click back into your element if you're not in there, and then paste in your short code. And before we apply, let me go over here again and update this to save the changes. Let me make sure it saved and we're not, yep, okay, we're good to go. So now we shouldn't have that background, and it should be a really clean looking form. So we'll go ahead and apply. Okay, awesome, and here it is. Now this little background right here is not going to show up when I show you the live page. So that's all good. So what I want you to do now is head down here, click in there, because we want to grab the code for the color right here. So we want to grab this red color. So we'll head over here and then click on Style, and then click into the color, and then copy this color right here, little color code. Copy that, then we're good to go. Then we can click back into our form, and then we'll head over to Sumo. Want to click into the button, scroll down over here, and then for background, click in there. And then we'll click right in here and then paste that color in there. Perfect. And then we'll update. Good to go. Then head back, and then we can apply, and that should reflect the changes. Scroll down. Awesome. Okay, then let's get rid of this signature. So click into the element right over here on the pencil, right click that, and then delete. Done there. Same with this about us. Click into the element, right click that, then delete. Now before we update this page, I'm going to go ahead and change this background image right here. So I want to select in the main area, the main section, which is right here. Click that. I want to click on Style. Choose Image. We'll upload files, select files. Then we want to select the PS or Pilot Story image here. Choose that. Awesome. Go ahead and insert media. Okay, cool. You can't really see the guy because we're going to lighten this up a little bit. So we'll head to Background Overlay, and we'll scroll down a little bit. And right here it says Opacity. Let's bring this up a little bit. That looks good. And I'm actually going to clean this up a little bit for the form so it balances a little bit more. I'm going to take these 3 lines right here, and move them over. So we'll click into that element and copy this, cut it out. Okay, click back in there, bring that up. Okay, click in here, scroll all the way down, and then paste it right in. And I'll bring this line up. And let's go ahead and preview the changes. Okay, let's take a look. Awesome. Looks pretty good. It's coming together. All right, so now we're going to move on to the last section, which is right here, which is our roadmap. So this will be part 4 of the hybrid homepage. So let's head back. Okay, awesome. So now we're going to get started with the last section of the hybrid homepage, which is the roadmap or vision of transformation. Now the roadmap gives your readers a quick glance or path that you're going to walk them down as they get to know you. And think of this area, like I said, the vision of transformation for your readers instead of your services. You really want to take care of the relationship and educate as opposed to trying to sell someone something. So let's go ahead and start editing this now. And this will be the same process what we've done before. I'm going to go ahead and start adding in the content, and I'll explain a little bit more in detail what's required for the roadmap. So I'm going to start with this element here. So click in there. change this to website. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to add these images, change out the images real quick, so real easy. Okay, looking good. Yeah, then I'm going to show you what's cool is I'm going to show you how to link each one of these to a blog post to really educate people more to where they naturally want to see themselves potentially doing business with you by adding value. So that's how it's going to be done. We're going to add the opt-in form as well. So you're going to see it's going to be really cool. So traffic, excellent. So then I'm going to update this language right here to learn more. And we're going to link these. And I'll show you how to do that in a bit. We're going to be adding some posts, which is real easy to do. See how easy this is? I mean, it's a piece of cake once you start practicing it. So that is the roadmap. And let's clean up the rest of these areas right here. I'm just going to erase them because we don't need them. So we'll go ahead and X out. I mean, if you had I guess you could use a portfolio area for pictures right here. It'd be the same deal. You would just basically click in here and then you could remove these images by clicking in here and then adding images and then Xing them out if you don't want them or just insert them. It's pretty cool. So I'm not going to add this, but I'll just go ahead and X this out. The testimonial is good. It's a transformation, right? So that's what we want. So we'll leave this in here. And the team, don't need that. We're going to leave the footer right here. And then I'm going to get rid of this map. And then I'm going to update this image right here. Go to Style. Choose Image. Go ahead and select Footer here. Choose that. Insert into Insert Media. Cool. That's a parallax effect. Pretty cool, right? So when you scroll up and down, it stays still in the background. So then we'll go ahead and update. And then preview. And congratulations, that's the hybrid homepage. So we're going to link this to a form like I told you about earlier. I'll show you how to do that. Here is our pilot story, roadmap, testimonial, and footer. Okay, awesome. We're making some great progress. Now I'm going to show you how to quickly add some blog posts. And we're going to link those blog posts to our roadmap. So we're adding additional value, educating people about our products and services so they can make an informed decision if they want to continue to potentially do business with us. So we're going to do that now, and then I'm going to show you how to add in the About Us page and Contact Us page. And then we're going to do some just basic optimization, add the menu, which will be part 1 of the hybrid homepage, and that should do it. So let's go ahead and get started with adding some posts. So we'll head back to the dashboard here. So click on Dashboard. Okay, so now we're going to head over here to Posts and then click on Add New. Okay, so now this is the WordPress Editor. Okay, so think of it, it's similar to, and this is also how you add pages. So it's the same exact process. So think of this kind of like the Elementor Toolbar editor where you're able to bring in different elements to create the page. Kind of the same process here. So instead of calling them elements, they're actually called blocks. So if we click the plus, we can add in different blocks. You see, image, paragraph, gallery, cover image, all sorts of different things that you can do to create your page or your post in this case. But it's very easy to do, all right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and title this. So this block up here is actually called a heading block right here. And if we wanted to add a paragraph, we would just click that below, and I'll show you here in a second. So we'll just title this one Create. And then I've gone ahead and just copied my article for this post. So I'm just gonna paste it in. And then I'm gonna show you how to add images in between. Okay, so real easy, right? So now I'm gonna go ahead and add an image, and I've actually made notes where my image should go. So let's put our cursor right next to this. And right here, I'm gonna add an image. So I would head up here and then click Add Block and then Image. See? And if I wanna delete this, I would click right into this block, hit these three dots, and then remove block. And now I can add my image here. So I'm gonna go ahead and select upload. And I'm in my website folder. So this was step 1. We'll choose this. Then I'll head down. We have a couple more images. Select, put the cursor right here. Add block, image, upload. And I'll delete this block by clicking into it, click the three dots, and then remove. And it's always good to add images to your post because it just makes it more dynamic and flow better for your reader. Makes a better experience to break up the text. So that is it. And then we're gonna add in an email opt-in form right here. So all I'm gonna do is head back to Sumo. Then I'm gonna click into my just general form. Here it is right here. And then we want to click on visibility. And then we're going to go ahead and copy the code here. Then we're going to head back to the post. And then right here, we're going to add a block. So click on Add Block. And we're going to look for HTML. So this is an HTML code. Custom HTML. And then we're just going to paste this right in here. And that's it. So then we can go ahead and erase this block, remove block. Now we can go ahead and preview the post. So go ahead and click on preview, and you'll see how this comes together. So we can imagine someone's on the home page of our website. They click on the website services section. They're taken here, create a profitable website in 3 steps. So we're adding a ton of value, explaining our process in terms of how to starting a profitable website, with a great blog post, with great information. And then down here, it says get started building a profitable website in just 7 days with our free email course using our signature 3-step WTC system and see your dreams become a reality. Get started here. So that's a lead magnet, right? So we would deliver this email course through email. They'd put in their email address, and then we continue to nurture our new subscriber or lead, and then indoctrinate them to our process, and then ultimately turn them into a customer. Now that's how it's done. Okay, so we'll head back to the post, and I'm going to show you a couple more things we need to do to optimize this post. So we are done actually for the editing of the post, but as you can see, it's real easy adding blocks, very straightforward. Yeah, really, don't overcomplicate this. I mean, for the most part, all you have to do is just copy a Word document, paste it in, and add images in between. It's that easy. And if you're inside a block, you can, of course, do all sorts of things right here. Bold, italicize, you can add links. Pretty straightforward, okay? So let me go ahead and then if you want to remove things, if you messed up, just click undo. And now we got to get this post dialed in for the search engines and some basic optimizations to get this post properly set up. So let's close out this Sumo toolbar, and I want you to click on the Y, the Yoast. So for the focus keyword, and then we'll click Google Preview. And you need to do this for all your pages and posts. So ideally, what you want the page or post to rank for in Google is what you're going to title it. And you want to typically just go with one keyword or keyword phrase. So create a profitable website. would really be what this is. Create a profitable website in 3 steps. And for the description, I'm just going to paste in this, which is what we had below. Get started building a profitable website in just 7 days with our email course. So we'll close this out, and we are good to go with the Yoast. Now go ahead and click on settings right here, and then we're going to head down to the permalink, which is what the name of our post is. So we're good there. Tags we don't need to worry about. Featured image. So we want to set a featured image for this blog post. So go ahead and click that. And I'm going to use the one that we have on the home page. So I'll select this and set featured image. Awesome. And categories. We want to make sure that you add categories so it creates structure for your blog post. So say I had a lot of blog posts related to website or building websites. They would all be categorized under website or traffic. A lot of posts related like Facebook ads or organic traffic such as Google, things like that, they would all be in that traffic category. So if people were to come over to my categories in my blog and they clicked on traffic or website, they would find all those related posts. Make sense? So we'll add a new category. Title this one website, and then click add new category. We'll uncheck the uncategorized, and we're good to go there. So that is it. We are done with this post. Pretty straightforward, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add in a couple more posts. I don't need to show you that whole process again. You can just go through this and learn how to do it and just play with it some. It's really easy once you get the hang of it. And I'm going to go ahead and publish this and then show you what this looks like. So we can view post. Okay, here it is. We have a killer featured image. We have our recent posts, comments, archives, and we're going to clean this up. I'm going to show you how to do that a little bit later. And here's our content. So we have great content educating people on how to get started with their website with a great call to action with a lead magnet delivering this course. Of course, that would all be delivered through a service like MailChimp or ConvertKit. And from there, we are good to go with this post. And now I'm going to add a couple more posts and show you, after I'm done with those, how the blog is really going to come together. So on the home page, we'll have navigation that says blog up top. And when someone clicks that, it'll show all of our blog posts, which is called a blog roll. It kind of functions like a Facebook feed. They'd be able to scroll down and just see all our blog posts, which is kind of cool. And that's about it. And then we're going to link all our blog posts to our specific service sections on the home page. And then, of course, the About Us and Contact Us page and then the menu. And that's about it. So I'm going to add the post now. Then I'll circle back and show you what else I've done, and then we'll go from there. So let's head back to the dashboard. So I've gone ahead and started my next post. So it's get quality website traffic. So remember, all I did was go over to post and then add new, add in a title, paste it in my content, and I'm going to just go through this real quick. So insert image, we'll put the cursor here, we'll add a block, click the image, upload, and here's my, let's go to traffic, click in this block and then delete it. Got that image good to go. One more image, I believe, right here. Add a block, image, upload. I'm going to add in a call to action here. First, we'll add in our lead magnet. So I'll just copy this. And I'll click right into this block, and then you can also add a block by clicking this. And then I'm just going to type in paragraph. Or you just can click enter and it'll bring up a new block. So that's it. And then we'll add in the email opt-in form. So I'll head back over to Sumo, copy the code, head back here, hit enter, add a new block. We'll type in HTML. It's actually right here. Paste this in. We're good to go. So that's the meat of the blog post. And I'm going to go with the Yoast. So for the meta description, I'll paste this in. Close that. Head to settings. Go to click on document and categorize. We'll add a new category. Title this one traffic. Add new category. Perfect. Set a featured image. And where was our traffic? I believe it was this one right here. Set featured image. And that is it for that post. So we'll go ahead and publish. Publish again. I need to delete that email opt-in and get started here. So we'll head back to edit post. Remove block. Remove block. And then update. Okay, we are done. I'm going to add the customers post. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go ahead and finish that off, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and finished the last post, which you can see right here, turn traffic into sales. And this is really our customers post. So we've got all this dialed in. And now let me show you real quick the blog role. So if we just go up here to createyourdreamsite.com/blog, you'll see all the blog posts, which is known as the blog role. So there's our latest one. Pretty cool, right? So this is where all the blog posts will live. And we will have navigation on the home page to this link right here. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to link, actually we'll come back to that. So now we're going to start building out the About Us page and the Contact Us page. So we'll head back to the dashboard, then head over to Pages, and then click on All Pages. And now we're going to import a new template. And then click on About, and then go ahead and click on Edit. Now before we start editing this page with Elementor, make sure you have all your settings dialed in. So for your header, this needs to be disabled, title, disable, and then header of course needs to be transparent header style, footer, disable, and then absolutely Elementor full width over here. And then update that, okay? So once that's done, let's go ahead and edit with Elementor. And actually, let's do the Yoast real quick. So I'll type in About Us. And then Google Preview. Good to go. Close. You can update. Edit with Elementor. Go ahead and click on the Envato elements right here, the green one. And then scroll down. And bear in mind, you can mix and match any of these. I'm just showing you what I think is going to work best for this style of layout for a business website to really connect with your audience. So, but yeah, by all means, create whatever you want, whatever works best for you. So you'll see here in a second, because there's two templates right here that I like. So if we go down to About Us, so there's this one and this one. So this one's more video focused. This one's more image. I like this one. Import template. And I'm going to tell you too what you should include after I build out the page with you, what you should include on your About Us page and Contact Us page. Okay, we're done here. So we can close this. click on the add template. So we'll go to our template library here, click on my templates, insert about us. Yes, we want the document settings. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna start building it out. Now I'm gonna change the main image up here. So I'll click into this section, these 6 dots, head over here to our 3 columns. I'm gonna click on style, choose image. We already have it in here. I'm gonna use this one right here. We'll insert that. Looking good. Okay, and for these icons, these are your social channels, okay? So if we click on it, this is Twitter. Perfect. Click on this one. This is Facebook. We'll just add these for now. Click in here. And then this one, I'll just add icon library. I want to type in YouTube. Insert that, we'll change it. Get my YouTube link. Paste that in there. Cool. And if you wanted to add more, see if you click on this, you can see the exact way they structured these. So you would just copy exactly everything they did to create a new one here. And then all you would do is so if you look over here, this is an icon element. So you would just go over here, click into there, and then you would pull in the icon over here. And that's it. And just model it just like this one. But 3 is good for this. I don't need to add any more. Just your main social platforms. That looks good. Then we'll head down here. Then I'm going to edit this. Hide that real quick. I'm going to edit this image. Go to Style. Change image. Upload files. Select files. Looking good. Insert that. And head over here. How to get started, question mark. Click into here. Erase all that. And then I want to change that to get started, and we're going to link that to our contact us page with a call to action of get started now. I'm going to change this image now. So it's actually tucked away. This one's embedded in this one. So it's right here, this whole section. So they overlaid it. It's pretty cool. So click into there, click on style. You're going to change this image. You're going to wait till you see how cool this is going to look once we're done with this page. We'll use this one right here. Now it's kind of hidden back there. So it's cool. It echoes this one, our mirrors. Right here, we'll type in WTC system. And then right here, paste that in. A little bit about our WTC system and Websites Made Easy. Then we're going to put in a video here that talks all about our WTC system. So I'll change this video out. So I'll hide this. Click there. And we want to change this to a Vimeo link. That. Paste this in. And this is an actual image thumbnail. So you can have an image thumbnail or you can remove this. And I'm going to show you how to remove it. So image overlay, click that. and then just don't show it, and it should show the video. Awesome. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and delete this Our Portfolio section. So head over here. Barely see this. You can right click on that little arrow. It's right over there in the corner, and then delete that section. Okay, cool. And for our team, for this background area, I'm going to change this. Click on the 6 dots. Go to Style. Choose Image. Upload Files. Passion. This is a really cool image. Insert Media. Okay, you can barely see it there, so what I'm going to do is head down here to Background Overlay, and I'm going to change the opacity from 1 down to about 0.90. Looking good. You can see that all the way through. Looks really cool. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this team area. I think this is kind of fun. Our team, 5 Dreamers. Looks kind of cool. You can change yours, obviously, delete these, or add your own. So I'll leave that up to you. And then right here, we need to change this image as well. So we'll click on that. And we're just going to add this image right here. Looking good. And let's work together. Create a profitable website. And then we're going to link this to our Contact Us page. Now let me explain real quickly what you should include in the About Us page. The About Us page really gives you a chance to describe what makes you and your business unique. You have the opportunity to really describe your core values while communicating your true personality that lies behind your brand. So there are many ways you can do this, from including your mission and vision statements to adding your personal bio and your company story. You can include your core values or simply statements about what you do and why you love to do it. So you can also include the name of your business and the members of your team and your personal story and how your business came to be. Also include what makes you a thought leader or expert in your given topic and what's the main purpose of your business or website. So that's kind of a general rule of thumb, and of course whatever applies to your website or your business, go ahead and include that in your About Us page, and you can certainly model mine as well. Okay, so that's it for the About Us page. Let's make sure we go ahead and update it to save it. We're almost done. I can't believe it. We've gone through a lot. Lots of good stuff here. Okay, so now let's head back to the dashboard. And we can exit to dashboard right here. Let's head to pages and then all pages. Go to contact and then edit. Make sure your settings are dialed in down here. I'm going to go to the Yoast. Close this. Update the page. Then we want to edit with Elementor. Head over here to Envato. Go to page 4. Contact Us is very simple. We'll import the template. We'll close this out. My templates. Contact Us. Insert. Yes. Okay, so this is a really simple page, and we're going to get this set up now. So go ahead and click into here. Just type in Get Started Now. Then for the social icons, we'll do the same thing. We'll update this to YouTube. This one we'll do Twitter, Facebook. Perfect. Update this image. Click over here. Style. Insert media. Looking good. And I'm going to go ahead and delete this map area. Let's close this out because that doesn't apply to me. You can keep this if you want. We don't need it. So I'm going to delete this. Perfect. So put in a good email address here, your address if you'd like, if that applies to you, and your hours. All real straightforward. And I'm going to put in a contact form. So we'll head over here to the 3 lines. Then we'll select back here, and then we want to select the shortcode element. So we'll drag this right over. Pop it in right there. Copy our shortcode. And then paste it in right here. Perfect. And then apply. Excellent. That's it. That is the Contact Us page. Real clean. And we're going to link now everything back to this page and finish off. Make sure everything is linked properly. Then create the menu and then just some final customizations. And that's it. So congratulations for sticking with this. This is a huge achievement. And this website's going to be dialed in to really connect with your audience. It's all about taking care of the relationship, and the rest will take care of itself. So you'll have a website that will authentically connect with your audience and become a magnet for the right circumstances. So let's go ahead and update the page. And now we're going to link our blog post to the home page. So let's go up here and let's close out some of these pages. We'll leave the zoom open. And we'll just go to use this one, exit to dashboard. So ultimately just get back to your dashboard, and we want to go to all pages and then the home page. So edit with Elementor. In this page right here, I'm just going to go to the blog role. So yourdomain.com/blog. This way I'll be able to get the individual blog post as opposed to having to open them up individually. So I'm going to open this in a new tab. Open this in a new tab. Here's the home page. And we want to link these. So this was the website. So we'll go in here. We'll click right in there. We want to highlight all of this and then create a link. So we'll click the link and then just paste in your link. And that's it. We want to edit the link and we want to open this up in a new tab. So open link in a new tab. Actually, we'll just leave that off. You can, but you know how to do that if you'd like. So that's that. So we'll head over to traffic now and do the same thing. So it was, this one was traffic. Yep, get quality traffic, copy that. Head over here and then highlight that all. Then we can edit the link by the pencil, delete the pound sign and paste it in. Click the apply, and that's it. Then we'll head to customers and do the same thing. Turn traffic into sales. See how this is all coming together? It's all about educating, adding value. So our roadmap is taking people down a path of ultimately what they want to accomplish and a transformation that they can accomplish in doing so. So it's good stuff. That's it. So we can update the page. Going to get the contact us page. So we can close all these out now. Let's go back on this one, back to the dashboard. Go to the contact page. So pages, all pages. Now we're going to link the contact page right here. So we can just click edit. Just click on view page. We'll copy the link. Head back to the home page, and then right here we'll click into the button, and right where the link is we'll delete the pound sign, paste that right in there, and then update. And then we got one more page to do. So we'll go back out of here, exit to dashboard. Now we got to go to the about us page and link that to the contact us page. All pages, go to about, and then click on edit with Elementor. Then head down here and right where it says get started, I'm going to link it. Click into that box, remove the pound sign and paste that in. Same for here. Click on that contact us, remove the pound, paste it in. And that's it. So everything's linked up properly. Now we just got to create the menu. Okay, so let's head back to the dashboard, then head to Appearance, then Menus. And then we're going to create a menu. Just name this one Home. And then Create Menu. Then we want to select what we want. So we want to select the About and Contact. Just view all of them actually. We'll do About, Home, About, Contact, and Blog. And then we want to add these to menu. And we'll rearrange these, put Blog last, Contact, that looks good. And then we want to put this as the main menu and then Save Menu. Then head over here to Customize, click that. Then head over here to Header. Then click on General. Then unselect this. Then head up here to Style, click that, select Transparent. Then head back. Then head down here to Menu. Then head down to Link Color. We're going to select that. And then we want to turn this to white. Now bear in mind, it's going to depend on the image you select. Some of the ones I've selected for this site, it's not going to show up as well. That's okay. You just got to pick images that it's going to show up really well for. Not a big deal. Just something to be aware of. So that is that. And we just go ahead and publish. And we can close this out. Then head down here to Pages, All Pages. And for each one of our pages, we're going to have to update it to the Elementor full width canvas. So for whatever reason, when the menu was created, it goes back to default. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. So let's go to the home. We'll start there. And then just click on Edit. And you're going to have to do this for all your pages so the menu will show up on all the pages. So right here it says Elementor Canvas. Select Elementor Full Width. And then Update. Then we can head back to All Pages. We'll do it for the rest of the pages real quick. So we'll go to the About and then just Edit. And select Elementor Full Width. Update. And head back to All Pages. And then you go to Contact. And then Edit. And then update that as well. Okay, so now we'll head over to Pages and then All Pages. Then to Home. And then View. There's our menu. Looking good. Okay, now I want you to head over to Customize and then select Site Identity. And right now we can select an icon right here. And that's the little icon that will show up in the thumbnail, which is kind of cool. So we can upload files, select files. And this should be 512 by 512. So it's this guy, a little favicon. We'll choose that, select. Yeah, this guy right here in the corner. Good there. Then head down to Header and select Logo. Select Logo. Go ahead and publish. And I want to change the size of this. So we'll do about maybe 120. That looks good. We'll go ahead and publish. Now we can close out of this. Awesome. So now let's head down to the dashboard. We're just about done. And then we're going to head to Appearance and then Widgets. And this is just for your blog. So we're going to go down to Blog Sidebar. Actually right here, Default Sidebar. So we're going to keep Search, Recent Posts. We'll get rid of this. Delete Archives. Categories, we want categories. We'll delete this one, and recent comments we'll delete. That's it. And back to the dashboard. Awesome. So congratulations, you are now set up for success with a business website. Now it's up to you to apply this stuff. And remember, information not acted on is useless. So it's my hope for you that you take action on this and put this to use. And I really hope you've enjoyed this process as much as I have. And I really, really want you to celebrate your accomplishment. This is awesome. You're on a very exciting journey and there's so much you can do with your website. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you're always first to know when I release new videos. Now, if you want to take your website to the next level, be sure to check out my WTC system over at websitesmadeeasy.tv. So until next time, this is James Stafford, and thank you very much.